In a world not too far removed from our own, there was a man named John. John was a man who loved deeply. His heart was filled with a profound affection for a woman named Clara. Clara was a woman of substance, a woman of strength, a woman of resilience. Yet, in his ignorance, John allowed the societal influences to cloud his perception, to distort the image of the woman he held so dearly in his heart. You see, John was a man raised in a world where the media's portrayal of women often ran contrary to the reality of their existence. A world where women were often reduced to mere objects, belittled and devalued by industries that should have been celebrating their true worth. The music industry, the fashion industry, the social media landscape, all contributed to this distorted perception of what a woman should be, should look like, should act like. John, like many men, fell prey to this distortion, this illusion, this mirage created by the media. He started comparing Clara to the women he saw on his screens. The women who were portrayed as the epitome of beauty, the epitome of desirability. He allowed these images, these illusions, to overshadow the reality of the woman he had, the woman who loved him, the woman who stood by him. But Clara, that formidable entity, Clara, was not a woman to simply be brushed aside. She was an embodiment of resilience, a testament to the sheer power that a woman could possess. Clara was the epitome of self-worth and determination. She refused to be reduced, belittled, or condescended to becoming a mere object. She was a beacon of resistance, of self-reliance, of a relentless spirit. Clara was a woman who had matured from a tiny girl, constantly grappling with the intricacies of a convoluted world, into a robust, self-assured woman. A woman who demanded not just respect, but recognition and love. Clara, quite like countless women across the globe, had grown weary of investing her love in a man who remained perpetually fractured, a man who permitted societal norms to shape his perception of her, a man who, despite being in her constant presence, failed to recognize her true worth, her unyielding strength, her innate beauty. Clara's heart yearned for more than just empty words and hollow promises. She craved a love that would match her intensity, her passion, her spirit. Thus, she made the decision that would change their lives forever. She left. She walked away from John, leaving him in the profound silence of her absence. She left him alone, with nothing but his thoughts, his attitudes, his loss. She left him to reflect, to ponder, to introspect on his actions. Actions that had led him to lose a woman like Clara, a woman of substance, of worth, of courage, a woman he had taken for granted. So she left. She left John, leaving him to reflect on his actions, his attitudes, his loss. John's story is not unique. It's a story that's played out in countless lives, a narrative that's been woven into the fabric of our society. It's a story that begs each of us to reflect, to question, to challenge our own behaviors and attitudes. To ask ourselves if we, like John, are allowing societal influences to cloud our judgment, to distort our perception of the women in our lives. It's a call to action, a call to recognize the strength, the resilience, the beauty of the women around us, to acknowledge their worth, their value, their importance, to see them for who they truly are, not who society tells us they should be. It's a plea for change. A plea for a world where women are celebrated for their individuality, their uniqueness, their strength. A world where women are not reduced to mere objects, but are recognized for their humanity, their complexity, their reality. Because the truth is, the portrayal of women in media, in industries, on social media, is merely a reflection, a distortion of reality. And it's up to us, to each of us, to challenge this distortion, to challenge these illusions, to see women for who they truly are. To see them as Clara, as women of substance, of strength, of resilience. So take a moment, reflect, question, challenge. And let's strive to create a world where women are seen, are recognized, are celebrated for their true worth. Because at the end of the day, we all have a Clara in our lives. And it's up to us to ensure that we don't lose her like John did.